Hi everyone, it's Paula here from Craftables. Just wanted to share with you our card for this week. This one is another interactive one, so we're going to pull here and it's going to bring our butterfly up and connect to our little tag here, and then just to put it back in, you're just going to slide it back in. So you don't even have to touch the butterfly to be able to do anything, so it's all done with magnets. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, to start off with, I've got a piece of card here that I've folded in half, and this is going to be my card base. I've then cut a piece that is going to be slightly smaller than my card here, so I'm just going to put that onto my card base. Okay, so that's just going to go in the middle there. Actually, my card's not very straight, it's a bit skew off there. It's a bit better. Okay, so we're going to pop this on the front of the card. Now, I have full instructions with measurements and everything for sale on our Craftables website. They're $5 for the instructions, and that will give you all the measurements for this card. So if you'd like to have the measurements for the card, then just go onto our Craftables website. So www.craftables.co.nz, and they'll have all the instructions up there that you can purchase for $5. So I've just got another piece here that I've got another piece of pattern paper that's slightly smaller, and I'm just going to stick that onto the front of that one as well. Okay, so that one's just going to go in there. Alright, so the next part we're going to do is I'm actually going to, we've got 4 things that we really need to cut out. So I've got another one here and another piece of white card and another piece of pattern paper. So I'm going to stick that one down to that one as well. So the only thing that doesn't get stuck down for the moment is the piece that we're pulling in and out of the pocket with the butterfly on. Okay, so we've got those stuck down. So now I'll go ahead and show you what to do with this piece here. This piece that we're doing now is this bit that comes in and out of that piece there. So I've gone ahead and cut out a couple of circles. So I've got a white one and a pattern paper, which is just slightly smaller. So I'm just going to glue those two together. So that we've got a bit of a white border around the outside there. And then I'm just going to fold that in half. It's got glue spurting out the sides there. So I'm just going to fold my half circle and my circle in half. So now it's a half circle there. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom and the top. I'm not going to put anything in the center there because we want that to be able to open. So just a little bit of glue at the top and bottom. You see that all right? Yep. Alright, so now I'm going to grab this piece. So this is not stuck down. I've just popped that on there, so I'm positioning it so it's where I want it to be. And then I'm just going to put this over the top. Now the reason we're not putting anything in the center, any adhesive in the center of our circle, is so that when we open it, it's not going to stick in that center piece there. Okay, so that's what we want to do for that one. So that one we need to open, be able to open and close. Alright, so now we're going to get on to the butterfly. Now the butterfly, what have I done with that? There it is. I've cut out a butterfly from a paper that I had in store there, and I'm just going to turn my butterfly over. Now I've got 2 magnets here. Oops. So I'm just going to make sure that the magnets stick together. Whoops, jumping away. So I have the 2 magnets stuck together there, and I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the back of one, and I'm going to put that on the back of my butterfly. So we still have the 2 magnets magnetized together. Alright, so I'm just going to leave that to dry just for a moment, just to give it a bit of stick there. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my bird and my flower onto this piece here. So this piece here is going to be the front of my card, so this bit here. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue down this side because I want it to be able to pull over a little bit so that when I do put my butterfly down, I've got some space on the front of my card to put my butterfly. So I could even bring it over this way a bit. So I'm just going to glue my flowers and my bird down. Oops. Here we go. Alright, so I'm going to pop that aside for a bit later now. So we're going to come back to this piece, And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it on this one. Sorry about that. So this piece here is going to go to the top of that bigger piece there. So I'm going to just position it. I'm not going to stick it down because this is the piece that needs to be able to slide in and out. So I'm just going to position it there, and I want to be able to come down about an inch from the top. So from the white edge there, I'm going to come down about an inch. You just eyeball it's fine. And I'm going to start putting my foam tape down that side there. Then I'm going to put some foam tape along the bottom, but I want it to be fairly close to the bottom of my piece that's going to slide in and out, so that when my foam tape is there, it won't slide down into the pocket. So I'll just position that back up the top again so it's all flush. Come down about an inch. You don't have to measure it. Like that, and that's where I'm going to put my foam tape. So I'm using the 6mm foam tape because we want it to be fairly thin around the sides there. And we're just going to do all around the edges. Now the reason we want to come down about an inch down the side here so that we can put it, when we put this onto the front of our card, it's not going to be seen up the top here because we're not actually covering this whole piece. Alright, so now we can go back to this piece. So now this piece sits in there quite nicely. So this is the pocket it's going to come in and out of. Alright, so while we've got that there, I'm going to open this up so it's still inside its little pocket, nice and centered. I open that up, and now what I'm going to do is bring in my very, very front piece here, and I'm just going to position it where I want it to go on there. I'm not sticking that down just yet. Put a little bit of glue on the back here. Now I'm just going to hover my butterfly where I want it to go on the front of my card. So I'm pretty happy with it there. So I'm just going to leave my butterfly in one space, move the bird out of the way, and then I'm just going to stick it straight down onto that white piece at the back. So I'll just bring that up. Okay, so what that does is that helps us put this magnet in exactly the right place for our butterfly on the front of here. So now I'm going to put some just some normal tape around the outside of all that piece there. So if you're using glue, it will just take a moment to stick down. It may come when you pull your butterfly off now, because we want to bring that butterfly back off, it may pull up, so just try and leave it behind. So one of the magnets now is on the back of my butterfly and one is onto this piece here. So now I'm going to close that down and tape it down so that we're covering over that magnet. Okay, so I'm just going to close that over the magnet so we can't see it anymore, and it's going to stay in place. Great. So we're going to pop that back in our pocket. And now I'm going to take the foam, the layer of backing off the foam tape, and now we can position this in the right place. So I'm just laying it out with the very bottom white edge of my card there. Okay, so now if I put my butterfly on the front, it's going to find the magnet underneath, and when I pull this out, it's going to bring my butterfly with it. Oops, a bit stuck on that bit there, just push that down a bit more. Okay, alright, so you can pull that up and back down again, and it's going to go, oh, it keeps getting stuck on this little bit here, and then back down in there again. Alright, so I have a little stamp that the Lawn Fawn have made, and it's called, and it's pull here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of black ink, doesn't matter what type, on there, and we're going to have the pull here on the front. And I did want a little sentiment on the outside here, so I'm going to put "You're the bestest" on there, and if you want to, you can put one on here as well. So we could make a wish on that one for a birthday card. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit so that when I pop it back in there, you won't be able to see it through the pocket. There we go. So pull it up, make a wish, pop it back in. Sorry, it keeps getting stuck on this bit here, and then pops back in. So I'm just going to flip that over, and I've put tape all the way around the outside, and I'm going to put that on the front of my card. Here we go. Okay, so there's our card. It's actually pretty simple and easy once you get the hang of it, and it just pulls in and out, and it's been moving around with that magnet on that back piece there. And then you have the inside card there. So if you'd like to give this card a try, go onto our website, www.craftables.co.nz, go into the kits section, and it will have instructions there that you can pay $5 for, and then it's an instant download, so the minute you pay you'll get it instantly downloaded, and all the measurements will be on there for you. So I hope you give it a try. It's really fun. I love it. As you know, I love moving bits and things that do stuff on my cards, so I really enjoy doing that type of thing. So most of my videos are those type of cards there. So I hope you give it a try, and if you do, we'd love to see it posted up on our Craft Communities Facebook page and see what you've come up with. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye.